And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. I am your host, MegaShadowFist. I suck at video games, I suck at commentary. And when we last left off, we were talking to Mr. Newman here. So, let's go to continue. But we were in the middle of a flashback, actually. Bingo, Fräulein. And they are so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance? You bet I did, both of them! Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man! It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. No, I couldn't face Professor Court if I let something like that go get me down! What do you mean? So he's on Court's side, it seems. Professor Court is a fine arts club advisor! She was all about truth and beauty, man! Okay, so he's on Professor Court's side, and more than likely, I believe that Judy is also on Professor Court's side, so the rift had to come from Mr. Glasses, if you will. Shiroe. Like I said, he reminds me of Shiroe from Log Horizon, so basically, yeah. So he must be the one who's like the end justifies the mean type person. I can see it. Professor Court's a fine arts club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man. She always said the only good result is the truth. That end. Only lawyers to see the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results. Yes, I'm totally on your guys' side. She must have been an incredible woman. Yeesh. And you call me loud when I practice my court still. About the murder. Oh man! Why did they take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper from studying to be a prosecutor? You couldn't take her on if you were studying to be a lawyer anyway, because you haven't passed a bar exam, so whatever. Details. Don't worry, I'll clear Judy's name, you'll see. The three of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the three of us would have had fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law! We're gonna put a nail in its coffins, man! Wow, you guys swore to do that. But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it! School rule? Which one? And now the prior conviction, no matter how many they fix, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid, holier-than-thou school! That's interesting. A tough legal academy with even tougher rules. Judy will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, the three of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure. The pressure is on you. I really resented everything. So yeah, you've used your 2 seconds of fame. So let's see what we need to do here. Search the entire campus. We did search the entire campus. Let's go to move to lecture hall, I guess. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh. Oh, it's you two. Do you want something? Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own. Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script. Or wrote it. But look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him. Yep, he's the black lamb of the group, of the flock, of the what's the black lamb of the fam whatever the phrase is. There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice. Attorney's badge. Your attorney's badge looks brand new. Actually, it kind of is, pretty much. That just shows how inexperienced and useless you are. Well, when you get your badge, it'll be new and shiny too. You mouth breathers just don't get it, do you? My badge will be a symbol of my genius for the moment I get it. It will be chipped, bit, and worn as if it's been through 1,000 courtroom battles. He's like some hipster doofus. Court planner. Is it just me, or is this your name here? That's my name, but how should I know what it's doing there? That's my name, don't wear it out. But being that the whole campus looks up to me, I'm not surprised to find my name mentioned here and there. I'm not surprised he said that, being the narcissist he is. Arrow. That's for the archery club. We let the school use it for the mock trial. Never figured it would end up being used like it was. Of course, the real murder weapon isn't an arrow at all. I know, but the fact remains that it was used in this whole insidious plot. But a mouth breather like you couldn't possibly understand. You see, archery is a sport that demands advanced mental focus. So he's archery, obviously. If you couldn't tell by the thing. And the killer's actions have done harm to its image. I know exactly what you mean, except for that mouth breather remark. Well, let's hope that someday you will, because I don't know. I know exactly what you mean, except the mouth breather remark. Well, let's hope that someday you will, because it couldn't be any more self-evident. I like him less and less every time he opens his mouth. Famous Herald. So you really declared that you confessed to Junior if you won the mock trial? Because he's definitely not the shy type. Yeah, well, that's just the genius that is me. My thoughts and actions are on a whole other level from you mouth breathers. No, it's your vanity that's on a whole other level. Stage costume. Random junk for some mouth breather. What makes you think I want to see that? The least you could do is make it more interesting. Like by telling me how cool I am. Who does this guy think he is? Mock trial script. I get it. This is your way of mocking my defeat. You like shoving people's shame in their faces. That's your modus operandi. No, that wasn't my intention. Besides, you were never actually defeated. Oh, I suppose you're right. Or is this just a trick intended to provoke me? That wasn't my intention either! Then what was your intention? Oh, he's kind of sweating a little bit. Then what was your intention? I know, you're trying to toy with my emotions. Wow, this guy can't take a big humbled old country style. Can't take being humbled old country style. Humbled old country style, I've never heard that phrase before. Theme is a hero extra. So you really declare that you can... this is all stuff we've seen before. Alright. Talk. Hugh O'Connor. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself? Whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform, I'm 100% lean muscle. My grades are outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, I never miss my mark. Whatever. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble too. How can he even say that? How can he even say that with a straight face? Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But, as I said before, I pay them no mind. I heard you the first time. But what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. You saw the body, huh? Alright. You saw the body?! Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory. His eyebrows twitching and he's sweating a little bit. So, this is kind of, he was definitely, alright. He's keeping that he's keeping that facade, but he's definitely, you know, whatever. Hugh, would you mind telling us a little more about that? Discovering the body. Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone is here in the lecture hall. I think I gave her like famous. Your attention, please! This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. That's right. There was that announcement and then everyone came in here. The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Hold on. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. I do that sometime. Then, not joking about that either, then just before I probably look really like, sometimes I do that before class, I'll just sit there like and meditate a little bit. I probably look like really weird. Maybe one of these days I'll be able to levitate like Piccolo from Dragon Ball and then everything will be alright. But until then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back toward the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage. So that's when you saw the body? Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that. Or so he says. Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body. Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this? Where'd you get that? So, this article is in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie. Right, but if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off. Or, you could have... Did you have to wait till after you won? You could have done it any other time. I don't see what made that so special. Well, whatever. He really wanted to win that bad? That bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong? Strong? That's a good word to use. That's not a word that I would use. Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter. Thanks, and don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence, you'll see. I can't say you two inspire much confidence. Okay, Athena, what next? I'll have you know that Apollo is undefeated, buddy. At least I believe he is. Well, I think I've talked to everyone who is somehow linked to the case. Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation. Oh, wait! We haven't met with Junie yet! Yeah, you're right. Let's head over to the detention center. Alrighty then, I believe I presented everything and we talked, I mean, they said that they gave us the okay to move, but I just need to make sure. Yeah, I believe I presented everything. Move to the detention center. October 24th, detention center. Visitors room. Actually, Starcause the Gamer, they asked, she asked, how I knew that this is Junie right off the bat. Well, I thought, because they said that they couldn't recognize, her immediately. It was a sunflower. I thought the sunflower was a dead giveaway to me. I mean, obviously she has the same face. The only thing that's different is she has a different hairdo and her clothes are different. But the sunflower was definitely the dead giveaway for me. Athena, thank you so much for coming. She called me Athena like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. And since she's letting her guard down, she's gonna start coughing more and more. All right, first and foremost, are you aware that I'm a lawyer? That's your attorney's badge. That's your attorney's badge, isn't it? I really envy you, you know. Okay, we've already seen all this, actually. Now that I recall. Court's planner. Yeah. We're not in school anymore, first of all. We're in the detention center. So you can't do anything, buddy. Sorry. Theme is Harold. Oh, that's... Sorry, but I couldn't help reading it. You already read this one, too. I don't think we got any new information. I think we probably had all the way up until here. We already presented this, I believe, too. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't go around showing that to everyone. How come? I mean, it's so well made. Aren't you going to wear it when you sing? Yes, unfortunately I've been chosen to sing, but I don't think I'm up to the task. Reminds me of the old Ginny when you talk like that. Makes me want to protect you. I can't let you do that. After all, I'm student council president. It's my job to look after our entire student body. So what if you took that can-do spirit and applied it to your singing? But we're talking about me singing in front of a huge crowd. Maybe she is in over her head. Mock trial script. I wish the mock trial had ended better than it did. Yeah, but to have 3 good friends all play leading roles? It's pretty amazing if you think about it. That's true, and it's thanks to the strength of our friendship. There's nothing we can't do if we help and support each other. I don't know. Is that really the issue here? But whenever I bring it up... Yes, that's what it's all about. The friendship between the 3 of us is absolute. Athena, it's obvious that they're friends, so let's leave it at that. Ish. Yes, I know that, but... Her words seem kind of forced. I still feel like Apollo should pick up on this. There's no way he wouldn't. Themis. Harold extra. Okay. This is gonna be the same exact thing as the other one. Extra, read all about it. Actually, let me check a couple things, since we haven't really taken the time to review our evidence. Let's go to the court record. Matches that. Arrow. Details. Routine report on the 22nd. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. 23rd. Meet with Hugh about the report yesterday. Star important. On the 24th, 9 o'clock a.m. Prep for mock trial. Final confirmation. 1 o'clock p.m. Meet with Mr. Wright about training seminar. 2 o'clock p.m. Mock trial begins. Okay. This as with notes 2 pages. Stage costume notes. Point inside of costume with fluorescent paint. Leave time to dry. Okay, keep that in mind. Draw constellations on outside and make small holes according to this pattern. In the dark, the paint will shine through the holes, bringing the constellations to life. Okay, keep that in mind. Did Lamoureux's, because obviously this is obviously an exact replica of Lamoureux's costume from the previous game. I'm wondering if first of all, is that supposed to be Cassiopeia? I don't know. I can't really tell. Let's see. Mock trial script. There's only one copy. A body with a protruding arrow was found in the quad, but the murder weapon was an awl. A body with a protruding arrow was found in the quad, but the murder weapon was an awl. The arrow was inserted as a ruse. The actual murder scene was the art room, where traces of blood were found on the floor. How the body is moved. The body was dropped from the 3rd floor art room to the maintenance area below. A mat was laid out to cushion the fall. A ball cart from the storehouse was then used to move the body to the stage. The archery club's room was a good view of the quad. While the body is moved, to the quad to make it look like the archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow. Things to prepare. All. Buy the school festival funds. Get from hardware store. Arrow. If I borrow one from the archery club, it could give away part of the script's plot. TBD, to be determined. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. Okay, so yeah, red is definitely prosecutor. So like I said, Phoenix and yeah, even they follow Phoenix and Edgeworth's color scheme. Mock trial and unceremonious cancellation. Objection. Anyway, well, that's all that said and done. Akra, see you guys in the next episode.